Day 6 of the zombie apocalypse. Wait, it's been 6 days already? We've managed to expand out of the chemistry lab and set up barriers all around the second floor of the building. The extra space has given us a little more breathing room and some semblance of normalcy. Most of the students have taken to sleeping in the lecture hall where they are able to stretch their legs. It's not much, but we take what we can get these days. I saw a few girls giving themselves sponge baths in the washroom to maintain good hygiene. It brings to mind the Roman bathhouse you hear about in history where the people went to socialize. I was happy to see it. In dire times like this, any amount of joy is a blessing we need to hold on to. Of course, that doesn't mean we can just sit around and wait. The government is doing nothing as usual. Clara, who are you narrating this for? For us, the spectators, obviously. For me? No, for not you. For us, the readers, the spectators, the visual novel enjoyers. I haven't been able to watch movies or play games in forever. Oof, that's harsh. At least let me play one out in my head. She takes a deep breath like she's about to continue. Let her narrate, don't skip to the end, I want to listen to the narration. Ahem. So, as I was saying, the government has basically abandoned us. As expected of the government. Almost everyone's given up hope of help coming from the outside. We are forced to rely on our bravest runners to go out and scavenge for supplies. But with each passing day, there's less and less food, and more zombies. The pitch of our voice comes down for the last words, making the words sound more dramatic. Speaking of scavenging, it won't be long before we have to go out again. Ever since that pack of students came over from the agriculture building, we haven't been able to keep up with demand. Clara fronts, her gaze pointed downwards as she thinks, It will be fine. I'm so close to cracking this zombie virus. I know it. And once I do..." She hesitates, no doubt thinking the same thing I am. And then we still don't have the massive amount of supplies we would need to make a cure for vaccine. Clara lets out a sigh and slumps against the desk. "You're right. But I'm going to keep at it. I know the rest of you will figure a way to get us all out of this." She forces a small smile in the hopes of cheering me up. "Your positive attitude is infectious, Clara. You're exactly the kind of girl an apocalypse needs. I'm glad I have you here with me." Clara blushes, her smile becoming much more genuine as she bashfully turns away. "Oh, stop. You're making me blush." She really is a ray of sunshine in these dark times. Whenever I'm around her, I feel happy, confident, and comforted. In fact, I think Oh, another premium joke. This time I'm not gonna miss it. Let Clara know what's in your mind. Okay, forget the confess to Clara. You're gonna confess, but I'm gonna ask questions. A burst of confidence fills me as I suddenly close the distance between us. "Clara, since we're alone, I have something I want to tell you." I take her hands in mine and take a deep breath. Yes, I got the 5 times question. Okay, let me ask this. First things first. Okay, what's your age? Ooh, the safe, okay. Now, when is your birthday? Oops. Okay, submit. This is taking a while. No, what is this? I know if by asking for your 3 measurements, you're not gonna give me the answer. I already tried with the other one, so what else can I ask? It's flirt. What else? Okay. I gotta ask this. Still gotta ask this. Yep. We know the pink-haired one is not pink-haired actually. She's light blonde. What about her? Okay, so it's bourbon purple by choice. So what's her hair color? Okay. Okay, let's ask. Is black? I'm guessing black. Oh, it's brown. Okay. So, imagine her with brown hair. The pink-haired guy, imagine her as light blonde. But hard to imagine when you don't have a specific picture of them. Okay. So I'm gonna have to color the hair. Okay, go one more. What do I write? Okay. Okay, that was a long one. Okay, so admit this. How is it that you don't need to go to the bathroom when watching scary movies? I wrote it down and even I'm having a hard time pronouncing those. Lure and excitement, Onyx. I needed specific details. Clara lips up at me, hanging off my body as she hugs me like a sloth hanging from a branch. I lift her up from beneath to keep her from kneeling over. I'm so happy, Onyx. A girl couldn't ask for a more special place for something like this. What this? I didn't even ask you and I didn't even say anything that required you to hang on to me. I can't help but laugh. In a meeting room in the middle of a zombie apocalypse? Hey, I like what I like. You signed up for this, buddy. Clara giggles as she snuggles against me. I suppose I knew what I was getting myself into, didn't I? So, did you hear Mira and Lila arguing the other day about their spots in the room? I swear, those two will start a fight over nothing. They're still at it? You know, if this was a movie, people would totally be rooting for them. They're the classic enemies to lovers archetype. Yeah, that's not going to happen. When I think of will they, won't they, for those two, it's the question of whether or not they will kill each other today. Clara snickers. I hope not. They're the two best fighters we have. You heartless witch. I sigh heavily. Speaking of fighting, I guess we better go break them up, huh? When I step into the chemistry lab, Mira and Lila are facing one another like two bulls ready to charge. Most of the time, the other students would stand on the sidelines when they argue to avoid getting caught up in it. But this time, they seem to have taken sides. You freckless cowardice is likely to spell our deaths. There are nearly double undead out there than yesterday, and you would let them continue multiplying? She's right. Let's kill him. You would say that, you heartless you inhuman monster. Those people out there used to be our classmates, our teachers. Forget that. End them. I support the other side. We can't just kill them if there's another way. Forget there's another way. There's no way. They're already turned into brain dead zombies. I support Lila. Let's kill him. Yeah. My boyfriend is one of them. Forget your boyfriend. I will slaughter him up like crazy. How dare he have boyfriend in times of crisis. I'm not just going to give up on him. I give up on him. Let me help you out to help you giving up on him, eh? Mira's fellow supporters nod along in agreement. Uh-oh. This has gotten out of hand. What's going on here, you two? Just a difference in opinion, that's all. Ha! It's way bigger than that. You're asking us to kill our fellow humans. Forget they're not fellow humans, they're zombies. It's good to kill them. No, I'm suggesting we quell a horde of murderous monstrosities. I agree with you, Lila. It's them or us. Yes, I agree with you, violent supporter. Let's kill those bastards. Right. In an instant, both sides start shouting. I glance over my shoulder to see Clara shying away from it all, clearly bothered by the whole thing. Let's just all calm down. We aren't going to get anywhere turning on one another like this. Wait, Onyx, when you get the choice... Will we get the choice, Onyx? If you get the choice, you know which side I'm picking, right? It's Lila's side, just so you know. But if we're going to come up with a solution, we have to decide how we're going to handle the zombie situation. She's correct in this particular regard. If we move forward with different directions in mind, troubles are sure to rise. What do you think, Onyx? You're with me, right? No, I am not. Onyx is intelligent enough to know what needs to be done. Yes, I'm getting the choice. I know what I'm gonna choose. You're gonna win this, Lila. He obviously agrees with my stance. Oh, thank you for the compliment. Yes, I am intelligent. I will accept this compliment and I will help you. Both stare at me, waiting for my answer. Which side should I take? You know which side I'm gonna take. Zombies. Forget zombies and people. They're zombies. They're brain dead already. They're monsters, plain and simple. Yes! I've seen those things up close. Whatever humanity they had is almost definitely gone. And if we take the risk of being merciful, we're just going to lose more than we already have. I agree with you, Onyx, because I chose that option. Well said. Yes, Lila. Join my side. Wait, I'm actually joining your side. I thought you were better than that, Onyx. And I thought you were better than that as well, Mira. That's quite enough, everyone. Sophia steps in between the two groups with both grace and authority. I agree that this is an important topic. As the student council president, I recognize many of the faces out there. But so are the faces in here. If we must take drastic action to save what precious few remain, then I say it's a necessary sacrifice. Yes! We have another person on our side. Are we all in agreement? Yes, we are. The students from the opposing side don't look too pleased. But Sophia's almost unnaturally charismatic sway over the people of Crestfall seems to quell their outrage well enough. Good. She turns her head towards me and smiles warmly before sauntering off again. And while everyone is dispersing, Mira approaches me. Hey, I was about to go off on my next patrol before all of that. Did you want to come along? I thought you would be mad at me for agreeing with Lila. I'm disappointed, but I'm hoping you will change your mind. No, he will not. As long as I'm behind him, he will not change his mind. And I'd like to have someone like you at my side in case something goes wrong. Why? He's reckless. He's gonna get you killed. She smiles in her standard minimal way. In that case, I'd be happy to accompany you. Mira gestures for me to follow with a casual flick of the wrist. For about half an hour, Mira and I patrol around the building. We spend some time checking the defenses and making sure no zombies have slipped through somewhere. After that, we head up to the roof to get a bird's eye view of the campus. Looks like the growth is starting to slow down. The hordes down there don't look much bigger than yesterday, but their numbers are still growing all the same. Mira sighs. I was trying to look on the bright side, but if you want to rain on an already drenched parade, yes please, happily rain on more drenched parade. How should I respond? Give her some sass! Yes, I agree with you. Well, the clouds are letting up a little, so at least we'll get some sunlight before we die. Mira lets out a huff. Great, we can work on our tans while our skin's still on our bones. After a few moments, Mira steps away from the ledge. This really could be the last time we'll ever see the sun, couldn't it? Well, that was true any given day before all of this happened. The weather here is truly abysmal. Mira snickers softly. True? She turns to me. Any regrets? If we do die sometime soon, I mean, we're not going to die, Mira. Maybe. We could end up like those poor people down there. She lets her chainsaw on the ground and then sits atop its engine. Me, I kinda regret spending my whole life on this warpath. Really? Don't get me wrong. I still believe in bringing vampires to justice. You should also believe in bringing zombies to justice as well if you're so adamant about it. I focused so heavily on it that I forgot to actually live my life. This might sound sort of cringy, but I've never ever even kissed a guy. Ooh, Onyx. Wait, I think you did too, Onyx. Didn't you know you did not? Okay. What? No way! You don't have to react that strongly, you jerk! Come on, Onyx, why react so strongly? So sorry. I'm just surprised, that's all. You're so wonderful and beautiful, and... Mira glances up at me, a hint of hopefulness in her eyes. Yes, yes, let's do it! I probably shouldn't be saying embarrassing things like that. Following my heart, I close the distance between us and kneel down in front of her. But it's true, your rough and tumble charm and passion for helping others have me completely smitten. From the moment we met, I thought you were so ridiculously gorgeous, I couldn't believe you were real. Colored hair, let me tell you this, colored hair. And that's coming from a guy who knows about the existence of vampires and zombies. You didn't know about their existence beforehand, just so you know, Onyx. Mira's expression tethers between embarrassment and happiness, with a healthy dose of irritation for subjecting her to my sappy words. When I take her hand, though, she seems surprised. This might not be the best place or the best time, but if you'd let me, I'd love to be your first kiss. Mira's widened eyes slowly return to normal as a smile stretches across her face. That's pretty much the lamest way you could have gone about this, FYI. Having said that, I would love it if you were my first. My heart skips a beat when I hear the words. Already less than a foot away from one another, we drift closer until barely an inch remains. I bring one arm around to hold her waist while the other gently runs through her silky locks. As we bask in the warmth of the welcome sunlight, our lips meet in our very first kiss. And it's amazing. Not just the physical aspect, but for the uplifting sensation within the very core of my being. During this awful time of suffering, sacrifice and hopelessness, to be able to share such a special moment with Mira fills me with the light I was worried might never shine again. And from the way she's holding me, I can tell she feels it too. I'm not sure exactly how long our embrace lasts, but I never want to let her go of her. As she and I reluctantly pull away from one another, my eyes meets hers. Wow! Mira smirks. That was pretty great for a first timer, wasn't it? Praising yourself, eh, Mira? More than great. Do you like it, though? Despite the blatant joy on her face, asking the question still makes me weirdly nervous. I mean, I don't really have a frame of reference, but I loved it. Hearing her say that causes a nervous chuckle to burst out of me. Good, good. I would hate it to be the one to spoil your first experience. Mira shakes her head as she lifts a hand to playfully bat at my cheek. You're fine. I had a feeling that as long as it was with you, it was going to be great no matter what. Mira's smile quickly fades. Erg, what are you doing to me, Onyx? I normally don't say sappy garbage like this. It is pretty much out of character for you. Just be glad it's just the two of us up here, huh? You jinxed it, Onyx, there's gonna be someone around, I guarantee you. Oh, trust me, I am. Chuckling, she nudges me. Well, since our patrol is done, we better get back. We don't want them sending people out to search for us. Right. I stand corrected, there was no one around them. Mira and I get a tiny bit more sun before heading back inside. But on the way back to the lab, Emma suddenly pulls us into the meeting room. To my surprise, Lila and Clara are waiting for us. Did I miss a memo, or... I'm as puzzled as you are, Onyx. Your friend simply insisted that we all gather. What happened, Emma? I've been trying my best to remember what happened to me way back when... And I think I finally remembered something. Way back when? You should say way back then. That's great. What is it? I remember this huge doorway. Not a normal door. It looked kind of ornate. It was dark and there was some kind of lab inside. And then a lot of pain. Emma looks down, grinding her teeth from the memory. You know, sometimes it feels like everything's a blur. Like I'm not really here. But you are here. maybe physically, but I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just a shadow of who I used to be. Emma seems so vulnerable right now. Comfort Emma, focus all thoughts elsewhere. Let's comfort. I step forward to grasp her arm. When she looks up, I gently rub her arm and smile. You're not a shadow, Emma. You're still you. Maybe you have changed, but that doesn't make you any less you. That's easy for you to say. You didn't die and come back. She gestures at her face and body. Like this. True, but I see you, Emma. And I like what I see. Whether you're human or half zombie. You say that now, but what if one day I lose control? What if I become dangerous? There's a flicker of fear in her eyes, as if she's scared of her own strength. I raise my hand to caress her cheek. Then I'll be there to remind you who you are. You're stronger than you think, Em. You've been through so much, and you're still here. I don't want to hurt anyone, and I especially don't want to hurt you. You won't. I trust you. She frowns, and her eyes become slightly misty. I'm not sure I trust myself sometimes. That's okay. I'll trust enough for both of us. She manages a small smile. You really believe that? I do. And besides, I've seen you in action. You're a lot faster than I expected. So, if anyone's gonna be in danger, it's not me. It's the zombies. Wait, it shouldn't be it's not you. It's the zombies. Why are you comparing it to you, Onyx? Are you fast? You are slow! Yeah, I guess being like this does have some perks. Finally, I can tell that Emma is feeling better. Now that she's in a slightly better mood, I breathe a sigh of relief. Thank goodness. I hate seeing her upset. You know, we should do something. Something to get away from all of this. Like what? I was thinking we could go camping. Just you and me. Camping? You'd want to spend time outdoors with me? Why not? I bet you would love it. Clear skies, fresh air, and no zombies or chaos. Just us under the stars. Her eyes lights up at the thought, and the corners of her mouth tug into a soft smile. That sounds really nice, actually. Yeah, we could make a fire, cook some meat, maybe even sneak in a little marshmallow roasting. Meat sounds great. I could eat a whole buffet right now. I can't help but laugh. There's the Emma I know. Told you nothing has changed. And you'd stay with me, even if I, accidentally bite you? I'm tough. I could handle it. You said could, you said would not. Okay, you didn't say I can. This definitely is doubt. Plus, I'll probably just end up asking for a second bite. What kind of bite are you thinking, Onyx? She laughs. A sound that's music to my ears. You're ridiculous. I'm serious. Think about it. A moonlit bite, it could be kind of romantic. Only you could make zombie bites sound romantic. I don't think he was thinking about the zombie bites, Emma. What can I say? I'm a creative Casanova. The air between us feels lighter now, filled with the possibilities of what could be. We turn our attention back to the door. A huge ornate door in a dark place. Could it be the Evernight den, the steam tunnels? Okay, this is confusing. But I'm guessing is the den. The Evernight den, yes. Because anything ornate is the old-fashioned stuff. The description fits the vampire den, doesn't it? Absolutely not, don't deny it, Lila, you know it's true. Even if I believe my kin could have a hand in this, the den is far too small for such an operation. And we went through its only exit when the zombies attacked. True? So it must be... Okay, so I guess I was wrong. A huge ornate door in a dark place. Could it be... Oh, okay, the option's back again. The steam tunnels. If the zombies keep emerging on the campus grounds, it has to be somewhere nearby. Or underneath. The steam tunnels. It makes sense. I was never able to find a finished map of the place, so it could be hiding something. The steam tunnel it is then. is the best lead we have got. But how would we even get there with all the zombies outside? Sorry to interrupt. Everyone instantly turns towards the boys, and we see Sophia standing in the doorway. But I think I might be able to help you. And it's a cliffhanger now. Watch, it's gonna be a cliffhanger. I knew it! I predicted it! I already guessed it! Yep, I'm so good at this guessing game.